Remember the nuclear weapons protests that went on in the 1970s and 1980s? It seemed that whenever you turned on the news, there was always some nuclear weapons protest that was going on somewhere in the world. Some of these protests became violent. The goal of these protests: get rid of the nuclear weapons that were in Western Europe and elsewhere around the world.
Quite a bit of protesting went on in the US also back then. Leslie Kagan remembers. The lead organizer of the June 12, 1982 Central Park protest, Kagan is now national coordinator of United for Peace and Justice. She said recently,
"The march from the UN to Central Park was probably the largest single protest in U.S. history, with the police saying it was 750,000 people. New York City was shut down for the day. Today, 25 years later, the world is no safer."
What has happened? We still have nukes, but where are the protesters? Listen to Jacqueline Caberceau as she explains what has more or less happened with protests today.
When the Cold War abruptly ended with the collapse of the Soviet Union, people everywhere breathed a huge sigh of relief, believing that they had escaped a nuclear holocaust and putting nuclear weapons out of their minds. Yet, the nuclear juggernaut rolled on, as militarists in the Pentagon and scientists at the nuclear weapons labs conjured up new justifications to project the nuclear weapons enterprise into the future. Today, the US still has about 10,000 nuclear weapons and is designing new nuclear weapons every year.
Let's take a look way back into the 1950s, and how our government did their best to educate, or rather scare, us out of our wits, with their well-thought-out campaign on educating the population on what to do when the nuclear attack takes place. Those of you in your late 50s and on up will remember this clip coming up next.
He ducked and cover, duck and cover.
All about duck and cover. This is an official civil defense film produced in cooperation with the Federal Civil Defense Administration and in consultation with the Safety Commission of the National Education Association. We must be ready for a new danger, the atomic bomb. You know how bad sunburn can feel. The atomic bomb flash could burn you worse than a terrible sunburn, especially where you're not covered. That signal means to stop whatever you are doing. It's a bomb. Duck and cover. Paul and Patty know what to do. Paul covered the back of his head so that he wouldn't be burned, and Patty covered herself with the coat she was carrying. They knew how to duck and cover. They acted right away when the flash came. Here's Tony going to his Cub Scout meeting. Tony knows the bomb can explode any time of the year, day or night. He is ready for it. Duck and cover. Atta boy, Tony, that flash means act fast. We must know how to duck and cover in the school bus or in any other bus or streetcar. Duck and cover. Don't wait. Duck away from the windows fast. The glass may break and fly through the air and cut you. Duck and cover. This family knows what to do, just as your own family should. They know that even a thin cloth helps protect them. Even a newspaper can save you from a bad burn.
Duck and cover, duck and cover.
Next, you will see and hear the most powerful nuclear weapon ever detonated in the world. The Emperor bomb is the Western name for the Russian hydrogen bomb that was codenamed Ivan by its developers. It was the largest, most powerful nuclear weapon ever detonated in the world. Next, the Emperor bomb and other bombs less powerful that will follow it.